Good afternoon. It's about 12:05 in Colorado. This is Dr. Lauren Dew with Say a Word About This. I'm so glad you could be with me. We've been discussing for the last several weeks sex in the Bible, and we're about halfway through, so we're going to continue for just a few more weeks to go through that. But today we're going to continue attempting to make a YouTube web uh, cam. So we'll work on that as do it simultaneous with our blog talk radio program. I'm just glad that you could be with us, and you YouTubers, if you do get a chance and you want to know more of what I've been saying about sex in the Bible, simply go to blogtalkradio.com/dr DUE. That's blogtalkradio.com/dr DUE, and you can then access all the prior programs if you would like. We talked last week, oh my goodness, several front page issues here in Colorado that even made to the front page of the Denver paper. And I'm telling you, it's like we've got all these national issues. The big one, of course, is the debt ceiling. Will they make it in time for the August, I think, 2nd deadline? And then all the other things that are falling in place with our wars and people at war and the trouble in the land, the banks, the churches, the doctors, the obesity of America, just so many issues. But I tell you, right in the middle of all of that mix is the issue of sex in America. Not just we're doing sex in the Bible. That's live, really right from the word. But sex in America is happening. And this last week, another headline didn't reach the front page, but I tell you, it reached. It's got big letters. DNA links former club owner to alleged attack. And here's someone that had a plot, owned the club apparently, and this was in Colorado, of course, apparently, and I guess the person's been doing this as an alleged comment by the front desk person at the hotel that this club owners brought other women there, and this time I guess just a little got off the game, and the person that was uh, basically attacked was told by the front desk person take the cup with her and some other things that could link this man to this situation. And of course now he's on trial for one case of this alleged attack, sexual attack, and they got him on camera. I mean, it's like, do they have to have cameras in every room in the hotels and every room in our houses and every street in America to see what's going on? Is this the next frontier of adventure? And again, it's not a very good adventure. It's a very sad adventure if people have to rape people, if people have to molest people, if people have to rape children, molest children, if the pedophiles get to run free. I mean, when are we going to say enough is enough? When are we going to say, okay, this just isn't the way to live, you know? And those of us that follow the Word of God, we know, and we're learning even, but we know that God's best for us is for us to learn how to control our bodies and wait till we get married to have sex. And you got these people jumping out of trees, people causing people to jump out of windows uh, because of setting the places on fire and leaving them, and then people are being picked up. You know, they're being carted away. They're being just all kind of stuff going on. Just crazy stuff. And it's all, so much of it, I guess I can't say all, but so much of it is sex related. Sex crazed people, men and women. On my Twitter, I posted so many comments this last week of all the different things, whether it be under the category of child sexual slavery, child sexual abuse, child rape, whether it be under molestation, preacher sex scandals, preacher scandals. You know, I mean, it just it goes on and on and on, and there's just this thing that seems to just have control of people, and my goodness, you know, I mean, what is it? I mean, can't they find enough filth and uh, perversion and stuff on the web? Why do you have to go out and uh, attack children? Go out and attack young people? Go out and attack young women? You know, I mean, and just think about this. Now, I said this a few weeks ago, and at some point I will get Dr. Lloyd, Raymond Lloyd, on to talk about really what God's way really is, about, you know, people getting dolls. But when you are a man and you have to give a woman, or maybe you probably give it to a man too if you're that messed up, a drug that causes them to pass out and not know what's going on. That is the same as, in my opinion, the difference is you got a human being versus an inanimate doll made of some kind of material, you know. And so you give this drug to this woman or this man and get them all whatever, and they leave the club with you, go to wherever, whether it's your car or some hotel or some back alley, and then you rape them, you have sex with them. You might as well have just gotten yourself a doll. I mean, come on, people. It's, you know, this this work that we do is to perpetrators and to victims, soon to be victors, overcomers. And hey, why in the world? You know, you're going to get caught. That's the prayer that we send up daily. Lord, uncover, expose, and reveal the demonic hosts. Let the demonic hosts be destroyed. And I'm not talking about you physically, but I'm talking about that spirit that's upon you. And guess what? When the spirit comes off of you, you become a different person. If that old spirit of perversion wasn't on you, you wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want to do what you're doing. If you didn't, you wouldn't have such an appetite for little boys and little girls and the stuff that you do. It just wouldn't be there. So, hey, get a life. There's more to life than sex. And I know that, having been there, having done that, having been through that, having been abused, been raped, been molested, been touched inappropriately. You know, this not only did things happen as a child, but on the job. We saw the best movie with regard to this sexual stuff called Horrible Bosses. And if you get a chance, go see it. And all you pedophiles, and all you perverts, and all you folks on the job, on these corporate jobs that like to mess with people and make people have sex with you because you the boss, you in charge, you own the company. Hey, check out Horrible Bosses. I'm believing that a whole bunch of folks will see this movie that have been abused by some woman, some big old fat woman, or some big old fat greasy man on the job that's the controller, that's the administrator, that's the manager, and said, kept you after work later, said, come over my house, and then trap you in the house, and then they want to make you have sex with them. Go see Horrible Bosses. Yeah, yeah, it's coming a day that, you know, hey, now, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So I believe that. That's what I have practiced. But I'm telling you, there's some folks that's not going to practice that. There's some folks going to say, hey, I don't want to hear what the Bible has to say. I want to get even. I want to get ahead because this person molested me on my job. This boss raped me. This boss, I had to do this and that in order to get a promotion. Well, hey, if you don't want to do it like what I follow, I understand. So there are some other ways. And if you check out, little secret, you check out that movie, Horrible Bosses, oh, ho, 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 are you in for a treat? Are you, and you pedophiles, are you in for a not so treatful activity? Because some of you going to get caught, and some of you going to get, you know, what's it, trick or treat? Yeah, some of you going to be, you're going to get the trick. Oh, I love that movie. So, hey, listen, you know, out there on YouTube, the book is out, the book's available. I don't keep talking about it because we're doing some things and other things, but I got to at least say this while I'm on here. Get your copy of Teddy Bear Stolen Innocence. Hey, go to Incest in Black America. Yes, there is incest in Black America. Yes, there's incest in White America. Yes, there's incest in Hispanic America. Yes, there's incest in Indian America. And yes, there's incest in whatever other nationality. Yeah, people, there's a thing about that, you know, whether it be the kids, that's what I'm after, is eradicate this stuff with the little kids that cannot take care of themselves. You adults that don't believe in God, you don't believe in the Word, and you got your own attitude, hey, you go do what you want to do. That's between you and God and the devil. But the little kids, hey, the children, they can't help themselves. They're not wrong. They are never at fault. It's you. You. All of you, men and women, taking advantage of, and biological parents. I've seen more articles, it seems, this last few weeks with biological mommies and biological daddies having sex with their daughters and with their sons and their stepdaughters and their stepsons. Hey, cut it out. Just quit. This is Dr. Do, the sexual healer. There's a better way, and that way is through Jesus Christ. That way, and you've heard this, you know, and maybe you haven't heard it. Maybe you haven't heard it. But there is a better way, and that better way brings the peace of mind. I mean, pedophile, you know, do you really sleep well at night? Are you really sleeping well? Are you really able, are you tormented? Because you know that sooner or later you're going to make a mistake. Sooner or later somebody is going to trap you. Sooner or later you're going to get caught. And